Alright, this question is going to be an example of the questions that we've been working towards this whole time. We have a reaction here, P4O10 plus 6H2O yields 4H3PO4, and yes, it is balanced. Then our question says, how many grams of H3PO4 can be produced if 142 grams of P4O10 is used? In order to do this problem, you're going to need to make a map, keep track of everything. So we are going to make a map. Alright, so first thing is, it gives you 142 grams of P4O10. Okay, we're going to change it into something else, and in the very end, we want grams of H3PO4. Okay, how do we get from this here to this? Well, first from grams, we can always get moles, P4O10, and you can actually use that to find moles of your answer, H3PO4. Once you have moles of H3PO4, you can find grams H3PO4. So let's try it. We're going to be setting up our equation. Okay, I drew 4 different lines because there are 4 different steps. First, we start with given, change it here, then change it here, then change it again here. Alright, so grams P4O10, how many do we have? 142. Okay, we don't want grams P4O10, so we put it at the bottom. When we do that, it allows us to cancel. Okay, what's the first thing we wanted to find? Well, it was mole P4O10. Okay, now we're going to figure out what numbers go on top and bottom. We know that in 1 mole, there's always a certain number of grams. That's where we calculate molar mass. Here you should add it up and get 284 grams. Remember, we use the periodic table for that. Alright, let's keep moving. We don't want moles. We now want mole H3PO4. So I am going to write mole P4O10 so I can cancel it out. And we want moles H3PO4. Okay, now this is the new stuff. How do we figure out what's on top and what on bottom? Right, if you take a look at your equation up here, you'll see that with 4 moles of H3PO4, 4 moles H3PO4, you're always going to get 1 on this side, 1 mole P4O10. Okay, awesome. Now, we got to think about it. We got to keep going. We want to find grams H3PO4. So in order to cancel this out again, remember we need to write it at the bottom. H3PO4. It's a little messy. Okay, and on top we want grams H3PO4. All right, so we know that in 1 mole of H3PO4, we calculate it to be 98 grams. Okay, and I forgot to cross this out here. All right, now we're ready to do the math part because everything is filled in. And the only thing we haven't crossed out yet is the grams H3PO4, and that's what we want in the very end. Perfect. Okay, let's do the math. What you're going to do here is multiply everything on top. 142 times 1 times 4 times 98. Okay, so that is going to give us 55,664 grams H3PO4. Okay, remember we need to divide by 284 times 1 times 1, which is just 284. Okay, and so when you divide, your answer, see if I can get an arrow here. Your answer is going to be 196 grams H3PO4. Box your answer and you're done.